Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing part 5, so that's the finale of my colouring book collection. If you've missed the previous parts of this series, then I'll put one of those little clicky things up in the corner and that will take you to a playlist of all the previous parts. I'll also include it in the description below as well. So yeah, let's get started. I'll just scoot some of these things away of what's coming up. Start with one that wasn't there on the table. So we will start with my Mythographic. So this is Mythographic Animals by Joseph Catimbang. Most people are probably aware of this book or other books in the Mythographic series already. I've only got this one from the series. I do want to get some of the others, even though I kind of irritated because there's quite a big seek and find element to this. And I'm not a huge fan of them anyway, but some of the objects are really weird. And it kind of triggers me a little bit, to be honest. So I really like the images, but I'm conflicted because of the hidden objects. But I definitely want to get more from this series. I want to get in particular the Fabiana Attanasio Castles one. I really like the look of that. It's on my list. Too many books, not enough money or time to colour in them. But for now, we've got Mythographic by Joseph Catimbang. And then I will do a few random PDFs that I have. Now, if you've not seen my earlier parts, you'll know that, or you won't know that the way I handle my PDFs is obviously I do them to try and save space because I don't have a huge amount of shelf space. So I always print out the first page and then I'll print out usually either an example or if they've got a contents page with little thumbnails. Hannah Lynn is very good for that. Jade Summer do it as well sometimes. Well, they'll give you an index with a mini version of the picture. So this is the A to Z of creative colouring by Kelly O'Gorman. I didn't actually purchase this one. Kelly was extremely kind. I don't think she's doing it anymore, but during COVID she gave out this PDF version of her book for free. As I say, very kind of her. We got it off of her website, so if you haven't checked her website, I think she does a few other pages for free downloads as well. I'll try and remember to link it in the description. But Kelly O'Gorman, A to Z of creative colouring. Selina Fenech. I don't actually have any of Selina's books, but she does do a free colouring sampler if you sign up to her email newsletter. So I've got that. I've not even coloured anything from this. I keep meaning to. I have a love-hate relationship with Selina Fenech's style. Some days I like it, some days I don't. I just need to catch this on a day where I like it. And then another one that gives out a few freebies. This is the Colouring Book Cafe. So if you sign up to the Colouring Book Cafe's newsletter, email newsletter as well, they do give you a favourite pages book with 20 examples of illustrations from their book. So Colouring Book Cafe are a bit like Jade Summer in they have a huge stable of books in there to colour from. So yeah, that's a free sampler. Okay, so now we've got those PDFs out of the way with. Let's get some of these Colouring Heavens. So this is the last remaining few of my Colouring Heavens. So we have the Nouveau Fantasy Special by Herb Leonard. It's really cool. It's very much like in style to that book I bought the other day for Creative Haven, if you've not seen that in my haul. And then we've got the Animal Wonderland Special by Kanoko Igusa. Oh, I love this book. I really love this. I've not coloured in it yet because it came while I was in my colouring slump earlier in the year. But I love these illustrations. I don't have any of her books either, and I really want those. But yeah, really nice book. I'm looking forward to colouring this soon. I'm trying to get through my backlog of books and things that came, because obviously I have this on subscription. So while I was in this sort of 5-6 months colouring slump, obviously I was still getting issues through the post that I need to catch up on. So we have the Alice in Wonderland Special. So this was a mixed one with Charles Santore and I think Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, things like that. So yeah, that's a nice mixture one. Oh, Fabiana Attanasio. Yeah, it's not my Alice special. Then we have, I've not actually, I should have put these in order. If I was being tidy, these would all be in numerical order. I'm not a tidy person. So, World of Anime. This is by Collateral Damage Studios. These are just standard kind of anime style pictures, as the description discovers. I won't stop and do flip throughs, because I intend to do flip throughs of all of my books eventually in my collection. I have started it. I've got a playlist for flip throughs, so I'll link that up in the top. As I say, I've made only a small dent in what is quite a large number of flip throughs. So be patient. If there's anything that you want to see a flip through of, then just let me know in the comments and I will prioritise it. I also plan to do, now that I've finished this, is my last of my colouring book collection. Next videos coming up are going to be all of my finished pages and works in progress. And let me tell you, I'm not scared of works in progress, so there's quite a few of those alone. But yeah, watch out for that. That's coming up next. Adorable Aliens. This was a bit of an odd one, really, but I like Colour in Heaven for forcing me to think outside my normal style. I know it had a mixed reception, but I'm alright with it. I don't mind books coming in that I definitely wouldn't buy a book like this off my own back, but as I've got it in the collection, I have coloured in it. I will colour in it again. It's not high on my list to colour in again, but you know, I like that it forces me to do things that I would not ordinarily do. So we got the Witches special. This was based off of tarot cards. Okay, I'm just going to start this video again from this stage, because I realised as I was flipping through this book, inside it was a piece of paper with my address on, and I love you all, but I don't love you that much to have you seeing where I live. But yeah, so this is based on tarot cards. Again, this is not my usual style. There's a few images that I do kind of like, so I think I will get around to colouring this one day. I did start a picture, but I had a mishap. It was skin, and I had a mishap early on, and it kind of put me off doing the rest of it, and then I got stuck. So I will get back to this eventually, but it's just not high on my list. But again, as I say, I don't mind getting Colour in Heavens that aren't my cup of tea particularly. This is the Bohemian's Beauty special. This is a weird one. I mean, this is the only Colour in Heaven that I can think of that actually just had wallpaper pages in. I didn't approve. Consequently, this is not one of my favourite issues, because wallpaper pages are a no-no with me, and also I'm not big on colouring people. So yeah, not coloured in that either yet. It will do. I will. It's on my list. Okay, next one, the Strangeling special. So this was obviously by Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. She doesn't really need much introduction because most people do know her. I've coloured in a few faces ready for doing. I need to do more in this. I really like her style. She's one of these artists that I like looking at, but I'm not so keen colouring because these big faces intimidate me, because I'm not very good with skin tones. It's not my favourite thing to do. Okay, so the last of the Colouring Heavens then. This is the Sorcerers and Sorceresses special. Again, more people. Colouring Heaven do like their portraits and people more than anything else. Wish I had a few more fluffy type ones, more animals, more like Kanuka Ragusa, where she has lots of animals and plants, because that's more my style. Consequently, I don't have a huge amount of pictures coloured in the ones with faces in, but as I say, I still like them, which is why I'm subscribed. Okay, let's get on to my mandalas and the like, or my what I would call my easy colouring, the no thinking colouring. So this is a recent addition to my collection, which I found out that I really enjoy doing. This is one you can do these books either block style or what they call cross stitch style. It's basically a colour by numbers, and I couldn't make up my mind which one I wanted to do, so I took a photocopy of one of the pages and tried them out, and in the end I settled on preferring the block style fashion. But yeah, you can see there's just a page of squares and you colour in the squares, but I really like them. You don't have to think very hard about them. Yeah, quite relaxing to do. So that's by the Belfer family. I've done a full flip through of this one as best I can, considering most of it is boxes, but I've coloured a few in it, so yeah, if you want to check that out, I will link that below. And then I have a general mandala book. So this is a nice one. I got this for, oh, what did I get this for? I've ripped my thingy. $1.99, I'm sure it was, from Ollie's when I was in the US on holiday. And so this is obviously, it was $1.99, yeah, $1.99, so about £1.70 in UK pounds, and there's like 60 odd mandalas in here. I think most of them are sort of Shutterstock, clippy art-y type, but that's okay. This was pretty much my first mandala book I got, apart from, if you've seen part 1 of my collection where I did my Sun Life books, then I had the inverted mandalas. That was literally the first mandala book I ever got, and found out I like mandalas. But this one was, you know, the more traditional style of mandala. So yeah, mandalas. And then another mandala book. So anybody who likes mandalas will have heard of Camellia Angelikova. She does tons and tons of books. She'll list them all at the end. So she's got, so she doesn't entirely do mandalas, but she's best known for them perhaps. She's got a bunch of books, but the nice thing about her books is that they are all, she goes for the, I guess what you call the Walmart fashion of selling. So her books are really cheap, and she relies on selling lots and lots of them. So yeah, everybody wins. I really like this one because it's black backgrounds, and I do like images with black backgrounds. It really makes the colours pop. I don't think I've done one in this month yet. I need to do one in that. I'll keep that out. And then we've got a Jade Summer book. So strictly speaking, this isn't a mandala book, but when you see it, you'll realise that it's all symmetrical. So while they don't call it a mandala book, really it is a mandala book, but it's flowers, and I love me flowers. I do love to colour flowers. Never get bored of colouring flowers or leaves. And some of these ones have got quite small areas, which makes them good for gel pens. In fact, the one I've done in here I did entirely in glitter gel pen. So yeah, that is Jade Summer. That's the only Jade Summer book that I've got as a hard copy, but I do have some PDFs of Jade Summer. Way back when I started colouring about 2 summers ago, well, I started in the spring, but I got these in the summer. Basically, if you join Jade Summer's Facebook group, which is pretty good, you should join the Facebook group for Jade Summer. You can post your pictures there when you colour them in. But they kind of, if you signed up, then they would send you free PDFs with a view to, if you like them, then you could post on Amazon and give a review, and it helped boost their books. Now, at the time, Jade Summer wasn't really my style. So most of these, pretty much all of these, I printed out just to have for this collection. The PDFs have been sitting on my computer. Usually I have them sitting on shelves, but the only book that I really liked at the time when it came out was, which one was that? Won't be surprised to hear it. It's the Chibi Girls one. The Chibi Girls one, the great in grayscale, and this was book 1. They sell this now as a two books together, which I actually intend to get, because this is the only one that I actually enjoyed doing, and I think I printed a page out or 2 pages actually, and coloured from this. Everything else I never really touched, but taste change, and I hadn't really realised that my taste had changed, because when I was looking at these and printing them out, I was thinking, oh, well, why did I like these originally? So I think these will be going in my to colour soon. As I say, they do post little contents pages, which is very handy for PDFs. So I think I'll be printing a few images out of this and colouring soon, especially the mandalas. As I say, I've just got into mandalas, so they're on my list. I tell a lie, I did print out 1 page from here when I was trying out, it was a test page, but I've still kept it, where I was trying out my Faber-Castell Pitt pens, which are ink based, and I was doing a test page on it, and it looks quite good. I should go back and finish that. You'll see it in my whips video that comes soon. Cute Witches, the anime colouring book. I'll probably print out a couple of these. See, at the time I wasn't really into anime. I was all about Joanna Basford really, and Kirby Rosanis at the time. Whilst they're still like my favourite illustrators, I have kind of broadened my horizons a bit since then. Because all one thing makes for a very dull thing. I will give this a special mention though, because this is their 100 best colouring hits. This is a free book that anybody can get and still get now. If you sign up to Jade Summers' newsletter, email newsletter, then they will send you a link to download the PDF of their 100 best colouring pages. I'll leave a link to that in the description, so if you want to join up and get it for free, because it's a free book. They sell this on Amazon. If you want to buy the hard copy, I'll leave a link to that as well. But this is a book that they sell on Amazon, I think for £6.99 or £7.99, so that's probably $9.99. But yeah, you can get it for free. Mermaids, animal colourings, relaxing flower designs. Okay, and I'll do one more before I do my Disney books. I'll just do this little, this is a bookmark thing. If you look on the French channels, colouring channels, a lot of them, obviously they have all their Disney books, but over there they have, they also spend a lot of time doing their bookmarks, and they have Disney bookmarks, which I really must get some of. But I saw this one, this is basically birds, and I thought I'd try it out because it was cheaper than the Disney ones, and I just wanted to find out if I like the idea of colouring something small. And they take them out and laminate them and all sorts of things, but I'm too lazy for that. But these are forever stay in the book unless they fall out. But yeah, I do one every now and again when I don't have a lot of time and I just want something easy. It's got some feathers, I can do them in gel pens. Yeah, so that is the Mesmark Page à Colorier. Also, I don't know if that's how you say that. I did learn French when I was at school, but that was a very, very long time ago. Rustica Editions. Right then, getting to the end now, and so I will just do my Disney books. So we'll start with this one. This, I only got this recently. I got it in a haul. So this is Girl Power. They actually had this originally published as an A4 size book, and then this is the mini block, which is much more suited to me because I'm slow at colouring, and the smaller size, I should do it that way, shouldn't I? And then my arm isn't over it, but the smaller size really suits me because I can actually colour them at a decent rate. So yeah, I've only just recently got that. I've done a full flip through, so I'll leave a link to that below if you are interested in seeing what's inside this Disney book. And then likewise, I got this at the same time. So this is Mandalas, and the only problem with this book is it's double-sided, but it's got a lot of fun images in this. And again, it's a nice small size, and most of them are fairly simple, so though they do have a few complicated ones, detailed ones I should say. Again, I've done a flip through of this because I got this in my recent Amazon haul, and I've done a full flip of all the pages in this. So if you want to see that, check it out. I will leave a link for it. And then this little, well, not so little. These are slightly bigger than A4. Let me just get that. See if you see, they are slightly bigger than your standard colouring books. And these are the ones, they're like a notepad. If you've seen them, they open up this way, but they are glue bound on the top, and they are by their nature like a notepad, so you can tear the pages out. Consequently, because of that, they can't take much wear and tear, which means the pages will come out against your will sometimes. I've got a couple I think that came out. One of these days I'm going to take all of this whole, I don't usually take my books apart, but this is a book that I'll probably take apart, and I'll put them in an A4 binder because the pages just come out anyway. But it's a fun book. I got this book because I wanted to find out, there's another Disney book called Disney Vitro, if you've seen it, which is stained glass windows, massive thing, really nice book, but I wasn't sure if I would like the style, so I got this, and it's quite an expensive book, it's like £15. So I thought I would get this book to do a few, to try out, to see if I like that sort of mosaic style, because it's not that different really from, you know, the stained glass window style. And the answer to that is yes, I do enjoy it. I've done quite a few from this book. I'll show them in my finished pages video. So eventually I plan to get the Disney Vitro book. I would have got it for Christmas, but I was in a colouring slump. Then I would have got it for my birthday, but it was COVID and all the French books were sold out, so I'll probably get it for next Christmas. But this is the one I've got for now. Really nice book this, I enjoy this. This is another one, you can almost put this in the mandala style, because they're very easy to do. You don't have to do the shading, just colour them in generally. And I've got this again, this is one of the A4 ones. They're like the notepad style. See, falling apart. And because I knew before I got this book that these would be very delicate, I tried so hard to keep this whole, and it's just, you can't, it's just, no matter how gently you treat it, it will eventually just fall apart. But yeah, basically the concept of this is you have the images on the outside that you colour in. I'll show you that one. And then you have the silhouette on the inside. And you can either colour in the silhouette, or you can leave it white. Or, you know, maybe do some of your own patterns. Do whatever you like. But it's a really nice book. I need to do more of this. This is the first Disney book I got, I think. Really liked the idea of the concept. Yeah, so there's 60 images in these books as well, so there's plenty to do in them. You've got a nice little cardboard back on them. And then last but not least, I have this book. This is from, I don't think you can buy this online. You can't get it in Amazon or anywhere. I actually got this when I was at Disney World. The paper, see, the paper I thought was okay-ish, not great, but I mean it's a bit see-through, but it wasn't too bad. But I had devil of a time trying to colour on this, and it put me off the book basically, because I struggled, and I don't know why, because I've seen other people colouring in this book and they never mentioned any problems with the paper, but me and pencils did not get on with this book. And of course it's double-sided, so I couldn't use markers. So I think the answer to this is I'm going to photocopy these pages onto cardstock, and then I can use markers or whatever I want on them, because as I say, I really struggled to get, I don't know, I'm quite fussy when it comes to pencil work. I don't like the tooth showing through, and I just couldn't get rid of the tooth very well. But yeah, this is a nice book though. There's some lovely images in this one. It's obviously it's the princesses, but I've just done her skin tone. Did that with pencil. I don't usually do skin tone with pencil. I usually cheat with marker. She looks a bit rosy, a bit sunburned, never mind. But yeah, there's some really nice images in here. I like this book. Just not the paper. I must fix that soon. So that is the end of my colouring book collection as it stands. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these videos, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. You know, it really helps my channel. Also, if you're interested in what's coming next, so as I say, I'm going to be doing all my finished pages and all my works in progress that I've done ever. So from all these books in this collection, I'll be showing you everything I've done so far. So subscribe to the channel, and if you hit the bell and it'll give you the option to select notifications, then it will let you know the next time I post new videos. So I'll be aiming to get the finished pages up like next week, or at least start it, because there's quite a lot of those as well, so that's probably, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get that out in one part. It'll be a few. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed it. Take care, see you again soon, and goodbye for now.